listening to Downworlder Dish, a Shadowhunter Chronicles podcast. I'm Kristen.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Amanda.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Kristen.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Amanda.
Today we will be discussing... Oh, God. Okay. I literally forgot exactly what you just said. Like, as soon as you said
all the
it.
fucking time.
Okay, yeah, no.
Welcome to episode 10. I'm Kristen.
I'm Robin.
I'm Amanda.
Today we will be discussing chapter 14, the Hotel du Mort.
Dun, dun, dun.
I feel like, I bet that little chord progression is like copyrighted or something.
Oh. Like happy birthday? Isn't that like, I don't know. Anyway.
I think happy birthday isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're supposed to.
That's why like some of the restaurants have to like make their own
oh,
version
happy,
of it.
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Something.
All of us to you.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's Red Robin.
I can't.
Oh. Hey, there I am.
We did nerd up, and you did not.
I did not
call it out.
call you
How
out.
dare you?
That was wrong of me.
It really was. I'm disappointed in you. I
Sorry.
want you to know that. I don't think you sorried at all last episode.
I probably didn't.
Absolutely.
Jeez Louise.
Ay.
Ugh.
All right. What do you say we kick it off with Robin's recap?
I say yes. All in favor, please say aye.
I
No.
do it.
You're not allowed to push her button.
Yeah, that's my button.
Yeah.
You're the nerd in the topic.
You're
was
not allowed
basically
to
like-
flick her button.
Whoa.
But much? I like how that's like her safe word
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Sorry.
Me pressing the button is basically like I'm laughing at my own joke. Like you do when you tell a story. It's so funny.
This is true.
There was a dog.
Like
That-
when I like
that's-
my own comment in our group messages. Did you just laugh at your own joke, Amanda? I'm like, hell yes, I did. It was hilarious. I want you guys to know. You should laugh at it too.
I should be required to write out all of my funny stories because telling them out loud is terrible.
I wonder if you could find someone to write a book for you or something.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you want them to be like on business cards so you would have like a Rolodex? So then you would just hand them, here, read this. I have an antidote for you.
Hold on, let me find a story about this.
You're going to Clary. Let me take
My
this
backpack.
out of my backpack.
I can't.
Yep.
You
That's
guys
great.
are rude. You're mean to me. I have a misshapen spine and arthritis. You're mean.
You deserve it.
I need to. I should start wearing like a brace.
Like a Forrest Gump brace, but for your back.
Don't be rude. I had to wear a brace like that when I was born.
Did your mom smoke too much weed?
Probably. I mean, I was born with hip dysplasia.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that was. I was gonna be like, my dog had that.
It is common in dogs too, yeah. Yeah.
Robin, I kicked it over to you for
Yeah.
the recap, and you let it go. You let
Do
it flap in the breeze, like your titties.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Last episode you referenced her butt, and now her boobs. Boobs.
She's in love with me.
Yeah.
That's why she's so mean to me.
Yes.
Got it.
It's like pulling out
Don't
her
ever say
pigtails.
that,
What?
by the way.
What?
Oh, they're mean to you because they like you. No.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Somebody tried to say that to my daughter, that this kid was picking on her in
Oh,
school
no.
because, no.
No, I don't. No, that's not how I fly.
No. If somebody likes you, they'll be nice to you and treat you with respect because you deserve to be treated with respect.
Right. Unless you consent to
That was my
mutual
snap.
bullying.
Like we do.
Yes.
We all consented. We signed an agreement.
We did.
Yeah.
Not. Everyone takes the subway. No. Yes.
Previously on.
No, I thought I was on the wrong thing and I'm not. Everyone takes the subway to Magnus's.
Okay. Previously on You have to remember that's what you say.
But I don't all the time.
Did we not have this conversation? We
Don't
totally
remember
had
this conversation, but I like it.
Yeah.
Was I pooping when you were having the conversation?
No, this was like last episode or whatever, or 2 episodes ago. We made a unanimous decision that that's the way you're going to say it.
Previously on Downworlder Dish.
It does sound great. Do it.
It does. Well, because otherwise the segue kind of doesn't.
You say previously on Downworlder Dish because your voice is better than mine.
Like a movie trailer voice.
Me?
Yeah.
Like Morgan Freeman in the female form?
Like when you do see you then or whatever at the end.
Yeah.
That's me. Amanda with that voice that's crackly from sickness. Previously on Downworlder Dish.
Everyone takes the subway to Magnus's. The boys drool over vampire motorcycles parked outside before making their way into the party, which is poppin' with live music and a full-service bar.
Time out. Hold on. What kind of music do you think it was?
Now that you're doing saying poppin' and Kristen's
I'm like,
dancing,
is it house music?
Yeah, I'm thinking of house music as well.
It's techno.
Yes.
Yeah, like Jersey Shore house music.
I guess like Pandemonium was, right? Isn't that sort of what they were listening to? Yep.
I couldn't think of the right.
Yeah.
That was good.
They're listening to Daft Punk. Okay. What?
You.
Isabel and Simon start to dance, and a group of angry vampires yell at Magnus because their motorcycles were ruined. Holy water in the gas tank. Lols. Chase has to threaten Magnus with a visit from the Silent Brothers to get him to answer their questions about Clary's memory loss. They go to Magnus's bedroom. Sans Isabel and Simon. Except I wrote Simon's. Spoiler alert! The whole thing was arranged by Jocelyn. Magnus shows Clary some pages from the Grey Book as a sort of, I'm sorry, not sorry, hope your memory comes back faster, and shoos him out of his room. Back inside the party, Isabel's drunk, and Simon is turned into a rat from a blue concoction.
Rat Simon.
Magnus refuses to waste his energy transforming Simon back as the potion will wear off on its own. Clary puts Simon in her backpack, but he is stolen and taken uptown to the Hotel du Mort by vampires.
Dun dun dun.
All right. So, Alec takes Isabel home to the Institute because she's drunker than a skunk.
3 sheets to the wind.
She needs a nap.
Jace and Clary are tasked. Yes.
She needs a Fiji water, an Advil.
Does Fiji water
remembered.
make a difference?
I don't know.
In our 20-something brains, it did.
Okay.
It made all of the difference in being able to function at work the next morning.
You drink one before you go to bed and have one on your nightstand.
I think it's just having water.
It's Fiji water because it's in a cool bottle.
Yeah.
Neat.
It made it working an 8-hour shift after 2 hours of sleep bearable.
Rockstars probably helped.
I was selling at the time. I was a salesperson, so I needed to be on
Tip
my
top.
game.
Yeah.
All right. So Alec took Isabel, drunk as a skunk, home, and Jace and Clary were tasked with rescuing Simon from the vampire den. So before they left Magnus's house at the end of the last chapter, he pointed them in the direction of a Gothic cathedral.
Oh, that's right. To find weapons.
Right.
They got a soda. That was like regular. Mona.
Got it.
So Jace takes Clary to this old Gothic church, which of course is locked up like Fort Knox because it's the middle of the fucking night, right? He proceeds to use his stele to melt the lock on the gate because that's not conspicuous at all. Like, no one's gonna know. Shh.
Well, and now it's not protected. Can he fix it with the stele again when they leave?
No,
Would he
let,
if he could?
He let that thing drop like a hunk of metal.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
Aloha Mora.
Right? That would have been a much cleaner way to do it.
I have no idea.
The destructive power of runes. So he does his thing to open the lock.
Like your hand motions there.
Right. I was swishing and flicking. Taking care to loudly admire his handiwork. Because no one else is there to pat him on the back, so he's got to do it himself. Not that Clary needed help noticing his back, because they were rippling with muscles as he drew a fucking rune on a lock. Shut the fuck up. His back was not rippling with muscles.
He's 16.
You are super fucking horny.
There's no way he has that many muscles at 16.
And he's drawing, like flicking on a tiny lock. What kind of arm movements are you doing?
He's really flailing.
I can't. I'm sorry, Cassie. You lost me on that one.
Maybe he could have been lifting a boulder instead of a lock or something.
There's a rock in front of the door that needs to be moved.
It's a church, not Jesus' tomb. What? I'm not cutting that out. That was beautiful.
I don't know. Just something heavy. Anyway.
What?
Robin's praying now.
Trying not to snort.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Clary mentions that it feels kind of wrong to break into a church.
Just a little.
But there's no need to worry because, of course, there's a super secret Shadowhunter password to get into the actual church. So, Jace puts his hand on the door, and he says, "In the name of the Clave, I ask entry into this holy place. In the name of the battle that never ends, I ask the use of your weapons. And in the name of the angel Raziel, I ask your blessings on my mission against the darkness." And then it just opens. And I'm thinking, why couldn't he have done that on the gate?
Yes.
Right?
Yep. Silly.
So, the door was padlocked.
The gate was padlocked.
The gate. Okay, didn't they jump the fence at Luke's?
Yeah, there wasn't a Simon hiding in the bushes for him to fall on, so it just didn't work.
Why do they need a gate around a church
I'm assuming it's a bigger gate than...
Yeah, it's probably pretty tall.
Right.
Maybe they're trying to...
But still.
Like, no
I'm just being salty.
You are being Alecky.
Oh,
huh?
Ouch. That's okay. I love him, so it's fine.
Take that.
Right? So they get into this massive cathedral. It reminds Clary of a creepy vampire movie she saw. And when she tells Jace that she's never been inside a church, save for the Institute, but she didn't really count that because it's kind of not, it's not like used as a church. He quickly broke down the different parts of the church and what they were used for during services. Just kind of like, oh, here's the altar, here's the nave, here are the pews. Open the doors, see all the people. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was waiting for.
So she's kind of looking around. It's creepy. I mean, like, have you ever been into, like, an old cathedral like that?
I don't know that
They have them, like, downtown. Like,
they're beautiful from the outside, but I don't think I've ever been in.
Okay, they're super creepy. Because, like, everything's made out of stone. They have, like, these big, like, all the art is very scary. Like, it's very intense and, like, lots of blood and death and Jesus is, like, crying blood and shit. Like, it's intense.
And shit.
Okay, I should probably tone it down a bit. But they can be, the older the church, the more aggressive the art, generally. And it's very much fire and brimstone.
Well, and they're in New York, so I imagine it's pretty old.
Yeah, there's probably some super old churches there. So she's looking around and she's kind of a little creeped out. She's obviously never been in a place like this before. She's not really paying attention to what Jace is doing. And then when she finally comes to her senses to stare at Jace's rippling muscles, she sees him on the floor of the altar, feeling around like he lost a damn earring. And she's like, what the hell are you doing? To which he responds, looking for weapons.
Duh.
What? I can't. Why is he such an insufferable twit? Why?
Explain yourself. No, I'm saying Jace should have explained himself.
Right. He's like, oh, I'm looking for weapons. Like, obviously. Really? Really? Like, why couldn't you have told her that before we went into the church?
Well, he told Magnus he would need weapons. I mean, what else did she think they were there for? She didn't ask on the walk.
Yes. I'm mad at both of them. I can't. She didn't think to ask, and he didn't think to, like, give her the information up front. Like, that's the thing that bugs me about Jace, is he doesn't ever offer up information. He waits for someone to ask. And I'm like, bro, you could save a lot of freaking time if you just pregame it a little bit. Let us know what's going on. What's the game plan? Let's figure this out. You're just, I mean, Clary's useless. So you're just gonna load up with some freaking turbo, like Terminator guns and shit and go into this den of vampires and just like make it happen?
He's gonna put them in his cargo pant pocket. But I'm positive he has.
Not the tight leather pants?
No. How would he hold anything in that?
Kristen's ridiculous.
Why am I ridiculous?
Thinking that he's wearing tight leather pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whatever. In my head. Yeah.
They did just come from a party.
I'm objectifying him, okay? I don't care. My butt is sore.
Jace is not in gear.
Okay.
You don't think he's in gear right now?
No, she said they just came from a party. I'm like, no, he's wearing gear. It's Jace.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least a tool belt of some sort.
Just, geez Louise. Hook your cell phone onto that, too?
He would.
Like the one that spins and everything.
Oh.
Like he's a contractor.
Just play with it.
What, like one of those Nextel ones with the walkie-talkie?
Yes.
So Jace explains that the Shadowhunters have an agreement with all major religions to help fight against the forces of evil. Because of course they do. And all places of worship have a weapons cache for this exact scenario.
Okay.
Yes.
Who puts the weapons there?
Good question.
Who restocks them?
Like, when he's done, does he go to another church and drops them off or something? Like a rental car? Sort of thing.
Like a U-Haul?
Yes.
Like is it if you take one, you gotta replace, like, the honor system?
Yes.
So the thing, do church members, are they privy about the shadow world and demons? And so they're like, okay, we have to keep this stocked. Because obviously the weapons are made of adamus. Because that's what you use to fight demons with. So there's not an AK-47 down there, okay? They are seraph blades. And whips and everything. So
I don't think there are seraph blades.
I don't love whips. I think that's odd.
We get to that later, but I don't think there are seraph blades.
Okay.
However, it's a good question, because my other question is if they... Sorry. I'm fine.
Okay.
My volume is fine.
We can't hear you. That's all.
Oh. Trying to think. What?
We just pounded it against you and your volume. I sound old.
What's the word? Oh, okay. So I'm trying to remember if this is this. I can't remember which series this is in, but at some point they talk about how the churches pay part of their tithe to the Shadowhunters.
It's not in this.
Oh.
Okay. So we'll cut that out.
Mm-hmm.
But
like for protection? I guess you can answer those questions
to
later.
help fund their fighting the demons.
So kind of for their protection, I guess.
I mean, kind of, yeah. I mean, it's not like the mob, but
right.
But like that's how they get their money. That's why they have money to do things and
take cabs.
Yeah,
like I asked earlier. Okay,
but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I would think that like the archbishop of whatever. I don't know how churches work.
Or is there a shadow hunter that does it?
Yeah, like one person goes and does inventory and...
Oh, that would make sense. That would make sense.
Like the Coca-Cola delivery guy.
Maybe he has a key to the lock and he does it at night.
He is going to be so mad when he sees that Jace broke it.
You would think, though, that if this is allowed and they're allowed to go do that there would be some sort of like a skeleton key or something that Shadowhunters would have. So they wouldn't have to do that.
Maybe there is and Jace is just extra.
It's possible.
Probably. So finding what he's looking for, Jace sweeps away a layer of dust, and I made a note, who's the church's janitor? Why is there dust on the altar? Like, I've never been in a church that's dirty like that. Especially, like, an active using one. You know what I mean?
Every church I've been to, the altar's been carpeted.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why, because it collects dust so easily.
Maybe.
I mean, in a big building like that, there's got to be a lot of dust. Give them a break, Kristen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Poor janitor.
I'm being too particular. So he wipes away the layer of dust, revealing a rune that Clary recognizes as meaning Nephilim.
Good job, Clary.
Right?
Okay.
So her brain's been unlocked.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why runes seem like they give abilities? Is that correct? So what would a Nephilim rune
Some
do?
runes give abilities.
Okay.
So the runes from the Grey Book, right?
I think that the Grey Book has
Those are the
runes
angelic
or marks that
angelic
they're permitted to use. So Nephilim can only use as like a tool, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I think the runes that are in the Grey Book.
I don't think it's only. I think because the Grey Book are the runes that the angel gave them. And other creatures can't bear those runes. Only Shadowhunters can bear them, but I don't think it's like...
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I understand. So it's opposite.
Yeah.
So it's Shadowhunters they can do everything. Like all the runes, but only Shadowhunters.
And I don't think that I think some of the other runes, like the runes that aren't in the Grey Book, aren't necessarily like power runes, right? Like draw on you runes.
Okay.
Like, because there's like Viking runes and like...
So it's more like a symbol.
I think this Nephilim rune is like a symbol, like a identifying feature.
Almost like a language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also.
Okay.
We're spitballing here. We're just throwing shit
I'm
at the wall
asking
to
you
see if
weird
it sticks.
Like hieroglyphics. And obviously it's Nephilim, so that way they knew where to look.
Uh-huh.
So
It's
Right.
like House Stark, sort of like...
I don't think it's like a sigil like that.
Okay.
But it's more...
But it's a sigil for the Nephilim.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I
I think
got
it's
you.
more like, hey...
I just geeked a
I
little
think it's
bit.
more like X marks the spot, the treasure's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dig here.
Yeah. Hey, motherfuckers, don't steal any of our other shit. This is your shit right here.
That's what the church is saying.
Yes.
Got it. Clear as day.
They articulate it just like that. So, using his stele, Jace unveils the secret compartment hidden in the floor. And I'm reading this from the book. So, what are these? Clary asked. Vials of holy water, blessed knives, steel and silver blades, Jace said, piling the weapons on the floor beside him. Electrum wire, not much use for us at the moment, but it's always good to have a spare. Silver bullets, charms of protection, crucifixes, stars of David. Jesus, said Clary. I doubt he'd fit. Jace, Clary said, appalled. What? I don't know. It seems... Wait, I don't need to keep reading that.
It's funny.
That was funny.
So yeah, it was...
I retract the previous statement about serif blades.
Right. That's the only reason why I said that. I
Yeah.
wasn't trying to be an insufferable know-it-all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't even.
I made a weird sound. She's making fun of
She
me.
she made the nerd sound and like she hummed it.
I don't know why. Sorry.
Okay, so where was
Using
I?
stele.
Oh, yeah. So, Jace made it funny. It doesn't mean he's forgiven, but that's fine. But it did open up a conversation in regards to religion. Because Jace then says, I'm not really a believer. And Clary's like, say what? She's like, you guys literally came from an angel. That's your whole basis of being, and you don't believe in God? Like, she's very confused.
I agree.
I would be too. So Jace explains that he's seen plenty of demons, and he sent them back to the godforsaken dimension that they came from. But he's never known anyone who's even seen an angel. He said his father was a pious man, but when Jace saw him die, he realized that even if there was a god, they're on their own. So, sidebar. Just roll with me on this one. So, according to this book, in this universe, demons come from another dimension. Okay? And they eat up these dimensions and they use them all up, and then they move on to the next dimension. So in our dimension, we are fighting these demons and trying to rid our world of them so they don't use up all of our resources, right? So given that, if hell are these used up resources, okay, just roll with me here. What if heaven are untouched dimensions? And what if God are just people in these other dimensions that are preventing, like, I don't know. But like, do you see where I'm going with this?
So you think angels occupy the other dimensions and they're stopping us from going in there?
Right. And so, like, maybe there isn't necessarily a God. Maybe the angels are just more powerful beings from other dimensions.
So they're like, listen, humans, you're not welcome here.
No.
So if your world gets eaten up, you're going to come knocking on our door. Mm-hmm. So instead of that, we're going to give you these abilities and this book and these atomists and show you how to craft it and stuff. So then you can just defend your own stuff.
Right. So, like, you don't come using up our dimension.
What happens when they die?
Who?
They're just too bad?
What
I
happens
don't know.
when who dies?
People. Shadowhunters, I guess.
I don't know.
They're
but this
cremated to make the walls of the Bone City.
But, like, this is kind of outside of the parameters of religion, the way that humans have constructed it.
Right.
That, you know, that there's a soul and da-da-da and this and that. This is more, if demons aren't creatures that have been created by God or whatever. I don't know. I'm not very religious. But, like, if they're just these creatures from another dimension, then the thought of, do you see what I'm saying? Am I getting too stoner brain?
As I was going to say.
All I can imagine is the meme, that guy from the History Channel going, it was aliens.
Ancient
kind of where I was going with this,
or whatever.
That's kind of where I was going with this, with the hair.
Yes, it was aliens.
Andy watches that.
That stuff just creeps me out too much.
I've got my wall, my strings.
Your red yarn.
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I just went off on I was just like, dude, mind blown. What if?
Awesome. Well,
Sorry.
How dare you?
So, Jace and Clary have got their weapons, and they're off to find what happens next.
Yeah, they're on their way to search for this hotel, which takes over an hour. Since vampires don't love light, all the windows and doors have been covered. Jace explains that vampires fly to the upper floors, so they wouldn't have to break in. They would have to break and enter to get in. That's awesome.
As you do.
They go around the corner into an alley full of trash, including bones. Jace says, dog bones, cat bones. Don't look too closely going through vampires' trash. It's rarely a pretty picture. Dude, like, whose trash is pretty? Mine has dirty diapers, yogurt containers. Okay, maybe that's recycling, but
also, New York is, like, known for smelling gross like garbage.
Because people put the trash on the street, right?
Like New Orleans, yeah.
What?
There's no garbage cans.
Receptacles.
Yeah. Like, because they're all packed in there, right? So, like, you just throw your trash on the street, and then the garbage people come, and they just pick it up off the street.
So who pays for that? Because here we obviously have, like, different size cans for the family size.
I don't know.
So maybe they all just kind of split it.
I think it's like kind of like HOA, like it's per building kind of a deal. But like in New Orleans, like on Bourbon Street in the morning, if you go down to Bourbon Street early, like there's just garbage on the street, and the garbage guys just pull down and just throw bags into the garbage.
Is it
truck
daily maybe? Or is it really just weekly
well,
like it is here?
On Bourbon Street it's daily.
Okay. Because that would be pretty icky if it was sitting there for a week.
Yeah.
On the street.
And it stinks bad.
Huh.
I just never heard of that.
It's horrible. And then they hose down the, like, all the shopkeeps and stuff. They hose down the sidewalks and the streets because it's just disgusting.
You'd have to. There's probably rotting food and
and vomit and
like what the bottom of your trash can probably looks like. Ugh,
gross. But like, especially this is summer, so New York, that garbage is gonna stank.
Do you think the vampires bagged up their garbage?
No, because he can see it.
No.
So I think they're just throwing rotting corpses of dog and cats.
I think Lost Boys has permanently, like, just vampires they don't care about anything and anyone, and they're just badasses and rebels, and they'll do whatever they want. They don't follow any rules.
Okay.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
Have you never? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel bad for your childhood.
Okay. All right. Well, Jace assumes that the hotel must have gotten their deliveries in this area that they're looking, so there must be a way in to the building. Clary remembers seeing shops near her house receive deliveries and suggests the doors might be in the ground underneath the trash. Ugh. So they start to bicker about the best way to move the dumpster. So I guess they do have a dumpster there, but maybe it's not in bags. Well, they're just tossing it.
Yeah, like they said the street's like covered in. Ugh.
Yeah, so they're going through this trash and they hear a voice from behind the shadows. They both freeze, and there's a boy. He tells them that they shouldn't be near that place because it's dangerous. Clary tries to lie and tell the boy that they're just lost. She looks at Jace because she hopes that he might be a better liar, and I love this. He disappointed her immediately. Basically just spills the beans, sort of. He tells the boy they were trying to get into the hotel, saying it's a prank. And this...
What kind of prank is, like...
Getting in?
Maybe on a dare. Like, my friend dared me to spend the night or something, but, like, what... Oh, we're inside, pranked you.
Gotcha. It's like when I pranked someone when I was a kid, and hi, is Amanda Stables there? No, I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. Okay. Amanda Stables is me. Yeah, it's my maiden name. Yeah.
Is your refrigerator running?
You better go get it. Ah.
Gotcha.
It was also a bad lie.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, that's why she disappointed him. So the boy tells them that it's a bad idea and tries to talk them into leaving, even offering to walk them to the subway so no one will bother them. Like, he's just a security guard.
Okay, hold on. He doesn't offer... Like, he's like, I'll walk you to the subway.
Right,
and
that's
Jason's
a good
like,
point.
I don't need you to protect me. And he's like, yeah, bitch, I know. What? Why you look at me like that?
I want to know if, sorry, it was very whiny.
I was like, what did I do?
I want to know if Jace has the, all I can think of is concealment rune activated.
Glamour?
Glamour. Thank you.
Well, no, because Clary wouldn't be glamored, so...
Would he be able to cover her as well? That's what he did when she passed out.
They wouldn't have needed to be glamored going to the party. And he does say that glamours are a pain to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So I
I'm
don't
sure
think
they
that he
didn't
would
have time
bothered.
to put one on.
Well, because it wouldn't have worked on a vampire anyways, so what's the point?
Okay. So Jace senses that the boy knows more than he's leading on and asks how much they're paying him to keep people away from the hotel. So the boy eventually tells him his name is Raphael. And he tells them a story about his brother and a group of his friends going into the hotel to kill the monsters inside, and they never came out. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. Clary explains that her friend is in there and that they're on a rescue mission. So I guess maybe she's trying to tug at his heartstrings because he lost his brother.
Well, Clary is kind of like, remember back when Madame Dorothea was yelling at her that Luke needs to fix the skylight?
Yes.
And she took the time to basically say that Luke's not the landlord and he's not my mom's boyfriend.
Right.
She doesn't owe this guy an explanation.
No.
At all.
But she can't.
But yeah,
She's too polite.
Yeah, sounds like me.
I mean, not
Be
too
rude,
polite.
stay alive. It's my motto.
I thought it was stay safe, eat cake.
I thought it was calories don't count on Tuesdays.
That's it. That's the one.
Yep. I was wrong. You're right.
You win.
Okay. I lost my train of thought. It stopped at the station.
Platform 9 3/4.
Oh, shoot.
Are you making up for last time?
Yeah, you guys asked for that one for sure. So,
Did you show them your cross stitch?
oh yeah.
Yeah, I posted on Instagram after the episode.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I did, because I'm so excited about it.
Good job.
Sorry. I just saw it and I was like, oh, wait.
So Jace reassures Raphael that he knows what he's getting into and can hold his own since he's killed plenty of vampires before.
See, Jace is peacocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't owe this kid an explanation either.
Like when they were killing the blue-haired boy.
Yeah, and he's monologuing.
Yeah.
Jace is monologuing. Stop. But he has to peacock. It just seems very weird that they take this amount of time to talk to this kid that...
Because Jace is an arrogant twit. That's why.
Clary wants everyone to like her?
Claire's just dumb. I can't. She's dumb.
Let me be clear. I would totally do what Clary's doing. I am sitting back and judging as a reader when I would totally be Clary.
Samesies.
No, I'd be like, none of your business. Go away. Like, I don't have time for you. Again, I'm not that nice. I don't have the urge to be that nice.
Yeah, I think I would be. Well, and I don't know. Maybe she's thinking that he can help. I don't know.
I just envisioned Amanda being like, that's nice. Just like,
Yeah.
she's like, oh, okay. Good. Thank you for telling us that story. I really appreciate it.
Oh my god, that does sound just like me. Oh shoot.
I would say we should probably go. Well, okay, maybe not if Simon was inside.
Yeah.
She's got more at stake.
Robin's just gonna leave us behind.
She would.
Rat Kristen, Rat Amanda.
She'd call the police.
her dad.
No, I'm mad at him. He threw away my cat.
Jeez Louise.
We gotta have this come full circle next week. We gotta hear because you're gonna talk to your dad about it.
Yeah.
He's gonna no, he won't admit it.
He will.
He would admit
You're
it.
in your 30s now. Maybe
Yeah.
you'll get him to.
You're a real adult.
Level with him.
You should tell him that Adriana brought home a cat and you can't handle it and you wanted his
It
advice.
peed on you.
Can you give me some advice?
What should I do?
What was the cat's name again? Mr. Bobbus?
Bobo.
Who the hell named that cat?
My brother.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Interesting name. Is it from a show or something? Or just
We're
he's
weird.
just creative?
Well, you guys were young. I mean, not that young, actually.
We're just odd people, okay?
I love it. I mean, we had a cat named D.O.G., so my mom... Anyway. All right.
Our cats' names were Little Bear and Panda Bear.
That was Mina, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Really?
good.
My mom named her cat Precious.
That tracks.
Sarah.
That fucking tracks.
And then she had a cat named Kitty Girl.
Kitty Girl. I remember
And Little
that.
Man.
What happened to Kitty Girl?
She got old.
Oh.
And then she had a cat named Weenie because it had a weenie.
I can't talk.
Oh, man. I love it. It's difficult to name pets.
No.
It is.
Not so difficult use of Halloween.
My cat's name is Wednesday. That's a perfectly normal name for a cat.
My dog's
You
name is
didn't
Penny.
name the cat, did you?
No, that was her name when we got her from the shelter.
It's very cute. I like it a lot.
It matches her personality because she's the devil.
Listen, my dog's name is Penny, and my last name is Lane. So there's that.
That's cute.
Thank you. I had to get that prop. Thank you. As I was saying.
Before I so rudely interrupted.
Myself.
Sorry. So Jason's like, yeah, I've killed some vampires. Move along. Raphael insists on going with them.
Step aside, knave.
Yeah. Because he said he can show them how to get inside. And Jace tells them no. To them. Tells him. He's like, no, brah. We don't need your help. We got this.
Bruh.
Raphael still shows them how to get in. And how his brothers actually entered and his friends entered the building. So they thank him and they jump down. Before they move on, Raphael follows them. They turn around. They're like, damn it. Kid won't go away. He passed Jace and started to direct them on how to get to the stairs. How the hell does he know? Your brother went inside, bro. Your bro went inside.
It's suspect.
Yeah. And
To say the
it's
least.
suspect to me that they aren't, and maybe they are, and we just aren't seeing that. But like, they're not thinking, how the hell do you know that?
Clary's not because we're in her head and she ain't thinking
She's
nothing.
not. Do. Going to find Rat Simon. I'm on a mission and I'm gonna rescue him. Jace knows how to kill vampires, and we're good to go.
I do not understand under any circumstance how either of them think it's a good idea to go into a vampire den with only one person who knows how to fight.
I was just gonna say that at this point, Alec and Isabel had to have made it home because these two went to the church. They would,
Walked
as you
an
said,
hour.
mound up. They got walked an hour finding the hotel. Why wouldn't you call Alec and be like, "Hey, Parabatai, my love, meet me here"? I guess he doesn't say my love, but I need
It's
help.
implied.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Jason's
It is
full
annoying.
of himself, I guess. I don't think he's that full of himself, though.
Yeah, you know how
Jace
many
has
vampires.
a fucking death wish. I think he just thinks that he's invincible.
Well, we know Clary kind of thinks that too. And so with Jace, she must feel with his protection, she must feel the same because she tried to stop him from murdering when she didn't even know him.
I guess.
I don't know.
These kids.
Kids these days.
Those darn
They-
kids.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The main... They, meaning...
What was that? You want to watch your game? What? You sounded like your father.
Oh, sorry.
Dude, she used to like translate because he would, and I was like, and she's like, oh, he wants to watch TV. And I'm like, what the fuck?
How do you know that?
It wasn't even words. It was I'm like, okay. And then we'd sit on the computer in the living room with the blanket over because somebody was sending us many, many dick pics.
Butt munch.
You deserve that.
I want to know how he did that though, because they like popped up all over the screen, like it was like a virus of dick pics.
That's called a tornado.
Why would I know that?
Because we made it up.
No, Brendan Foster.
Yeah. Why do you have to say first and last name? She
He's
knows
just
first-
butt munch, butt munch. Just cutting it out.
Okay.
I'm like pulling up my skirt like I'm hot.
Okay, I'm gonna start this all over again.
My undercarriage is hot.
Because you went too far. Butt munch, butt
fan
munch.
in here.
Hey.
Wait, before you start, you guys really had a blanket over yourselves and your dad didn't ask
He
what the
wasn't
fuck
there.
you
My
were
brother
doing?
was home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because
Okay.
it was summertime, so your dad was at work.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
It was like, you hadn't even started, so don't even act like you're all put out that you have to restart.
No, I'm not. I'm fine. I don't want you to be like, oh, cut it, and then you don't cut it.
Yep.
I will definitely.
Because you need to cut it, butt munch.
Okay.
They, meaning Raphael, Clary, and Jace, make their way through the basement and up to the landing of the hotel. The stairs are deliberately chopped to bits, except a single set that's tucked away behind the laundry.
Because that's not suspect.
Well, I want to know, are all vampires this disgusting, or is this like the frat house of layers?
Well, it's like what Kristen said. Like, they just don't care. So
Yeah.
I imagine they're icky.
But is it this group of vampires that doesn't care, or just vampires in general? Because
I think you cannot base an entire species on one grouping.
that's what I want to know.
So I think it's
These people are gross.
yeah, like this clan of vampires are messy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I just wanted to move in the chair.
Oh, you raised your hand.
I wanted you guys to shut the fuck up. God. She's
No.
so dumb.
But if everything else is destroyed except one set of stairs, alarm, red flag. Hello? Like, doesn't that feel like a trap?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but he's leading them there, so that's what's, to me, is weird.
Well, he's taking the lead, telling them to be quiet because they're close to where the vampires sleep.
The hell does he know that?
He can feel their presence.
Oh, that's right, because he's like, can't you feel it? No.
So Clary is irritated that he's there. And I'm not sure why she's so put off. Do you think she feels like he's a liability to rescuing Simon? Or is she just like jealous that another mundane knows more than she does?
Yep. I think that's what it is, because she's petty.
She's Tom Petty.
Mm-hmm. All night long.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Well, she did the same thing with Simon.
She
was like,
him.
well, if I have to be a Monday, then I'm going to be, like, the best.
The best Monday.
Right.
I love that you're saying Monday.
I hate that I've given in to you more than once today.
You're brainwashing us.
Yeah.
So cute.
It's like you're rubbing off because you say it enough.
So, I don't see Raphael as a liability because he obviously seems like he knows. He's on the up and up, like the uptick of what's going on. But she's very, like...
I guess
I
you're
don't
right.
see him as a liability. I see him as a threat. I'd be like, there's something not right. This doesn't make sense.
But you're in Clary's narrative. So she's just like,
Yeah. Claire's dumb.
Yeah.
She's being dumb. She's being, like, purposefully naive.
It's like she's 15 or something.
Fine. To be fair, I probably would have been just as dumb at 15 as she is in this situation.
it's very easy for us to sit back with our Cheez-Its and Sour Patch Kids and Oreos and snacks. Just be like, you suck.
And our, like, double the life experience.
Right. But I think she's jelly pants. She's taking a dip where, Amanda?
In the jealous sea?
We're awesome.
High five.
That was a good one.
Push
too.
that button for me.
Oh.
No, you don't get to push the button. We discussed this. It's like,
You push the button. I get a button push.
All right. One.
Fair is fair.
on their ascent, they run into more hacked up staircases, and Clary asks, what do vampires have against stairs?
Didn't he already explain this, though? Like, they fly up to the,
I think he was just like, they fly to the top level, so we got to go in the back
Okay.
door.
I'm just shaking my head, man. I can't.
So Jace explains that they don't need them, and it's like the vampire's way of showing that the place belongs to them. As if the glamour, boarded up windows, and rotten garbage out the back wasn't enough.
Or maybe it's so no one sneaks up on them. Oh my god.
But why would they leave one set of stairs?
They missed it. They haven't lived there long enough.
Yeah.
They're too dirty.
Definitely.
They can't see it.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Raphael admits that he's never seen a vampire, but he knows what they look like. They're pale, thinner than human beings, but very strong.
Say it.
They walk like cats and
Say
spring.
what I am.
Vampire.
Oh, you played along with that. You can't nerd me.
She didn't even know what was going
very
on.
confused.
She had no opportunity to press the button because she didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
We just Twilighted you.
Oh. Icky.
Sorry.
Their bodies shimmer in the sunlight. And they have yellow eyes because they don't drink human blood.
Wait, I thought they couldn't go in the sunlight.
Not Twilight vampires.
Oh.
Twilight vampires, remember, they can't go in the sunlight because they're too beautiful and they sparkle like diamonds.
Like Rihanna.
Yes.
Okay.
They shine bright like a diamond.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought you were telling me to, like, say it like Raphael. And
No.
I was like, no.
No.
Okay.
I like, by the way, how you purposefully did not read anything out of the book so far, so you didn't have to speak Spanish.
He doesn't. He does.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is, yeah.
I
good
do have
point.
a read from chapter, but I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. I'm going to explain vampires in Raphael's words again. I was going to say because I was rudely interrupted, but I wasn't. That was amazing. Okay. They are paler and thinner than human beings, but very strong. They walk like cats and spring with the swiftness of serpents. They are beautiful and terrible, like this hotel.
Super weird. Another suspicious thing to say. That does not sound beautiful to me at all.
They are beautiful.
And either does that hotel sounds like trash.
Right.
Literal trash.
Yeah.
Right. What is a frat party? Clary notices a scar. Was that too loud? I did.
Hold on, let me look. We've been very loud.
It's fine.
We have.
It's
I'm gonna
fine.
have to just
It's
adjust.
just work for you.
Right.
Clary notices a scar across Raphael's neck. Her and Jace try to make a plan, but are interrupted by a scream.
Ah!
It sounded just like that, guys.
What the hell?
Raphael is gone without a trace. Jace runs after with Clary trailing behind because she can't keep up. Because me too, girl. They end up in what was once a grand ballroom. Raphael's just chilling, unscathed.
Not at all terrified.
He's just like, what's up, guys? Where'd you go? I've been here the whole time. Jace tells them they are headed back to the servants' stairs, which was the only staircase.
Okay.
Because they're going to keep climbing up. Raphael heads for the door, and Jace calls after him. He's like, hey, bro, wait. And he turns, and then Jace throws and hits him with a knife.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Amanda was... Look, she's giving me eyes.
I liked it. It was great.
Raphael's blood pools black, and Jace jumps on him like a cat.
Yeah.
Raphael gets the knife first.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Never mind.
What?
I was very confused with this last
Me?
paragraph. Yeah, because I didn't hear you say that Raphael was gone, and then I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Keep the fuck up.
Sorry.
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 Should I do this again?
No, it's just me being stupid. I'm sorry.
I meant, it will be easier for you to edit if I just start from the beginning of the paragraph again.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Should I do it in the voice?
Do it. That was really good.
Mhm.
Okay. Raphael heads for the door. Jace calls after him. He turns, and Jace throws and hits him with a knife. Raphael's blood pools black, and Jace jumps on him
It's black.
like a cat. And Raphael gets the knife first, but is burned by the cross-shaped hilt. Raphael mocks Jace, and he goes, nee, 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 because he missed his heart. And Jace explains how he knew he was... Say it.
A vampire.
Are you shocked, or did you know?
Everybody knew.
Yeah. I mean, I I didn't know he was a vampire the first time I read it, but there was something. I knew he wasn't like something. He was fucked up.
Something's up with Jack.
That's a good point. I guess I didn't know he was a vampire.
Right. I was like, but he's not a good guy.
No.
Like, there's something
fishy.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
And what the hell was the scream all about? Who screamed?
I think the scream was to get them,
distract them
to the place that they wanted them. Yeah.
Oh, because they followed the scream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, like, this whole, like, it's not like it takes a rocket scientist or a detective to figure out this whole thing is like a trap, right? The vampire saw Clary when they were outside of the hotel.
So do you think that Raphael just happened to be outside and he came upon them?
No.
Like, he's just out trolling for cats?
I think that they saw them walk up.
Okay.
And he's like,
Let's
go
try
play
and,
with
like,
these. Because he knew that they were Shadowhunters. I don't think he had any...
Sorry. It's a little bit later in the chapter. But
Oh.
No, what I was going to say.
Oh.
I think that it's more... So say more easy. It's easier for them.
More easy.
If they don't even have to deal with the Shadowhunters. So I think he went down just to try to, like, stray him away.
Shoo him away.
Because
here, I'll walk you to the...
For all he knows, they have no reason to even be there.
Yeah.
And why would they... And I think it said later, like, why would they enter? Because that's breaking the rules, basically.
Well, and time out. Hold on. I guess that's iffy, and that kind of gets... Never mind. It gets too much into politics and...
Point of the story is...
That's later.
I would say spoilers, but we've all have read the chapter before we're having this discussion.
Yeah.
They don't know that Simon's there. They don't know that they've taken a human with them.
Right.
So the Shadowhunters have legit... The Shadowhunters have no reason to want to come in there. So he's just trying to ward them off. It's like less paperwork. Like, just get out of here.
Okay.
Right.
So...
And then they do decide to go in. So he's like, all right, fine, I'll go with you.
To make sure that you're doing it on my terms.
Okay.
Is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to read this little piece from the book about... It's a conversation between Jace and Raphael about them knowing he was a vampire. So, when did you figure it out, he demanded. His accent had faded, his words more precise and clipped now. I guessed in the alley. But I figured you'd get us inside the hotel, then turn on us, once we trespassed. We'd have been out of the protection of the Covenant. Fair game. When you didn't, I thought I might have been wrong. Then I saw that scar on your throat. He sat back a little, still holding the blade at Raphael's throat. I thought when I first saw that chain that it looked like the sort you'd hang across from. And you did, didn't you? When you went out to see your family. What's that scar of a little burn when you were... What's the scar of a little burn when your kind heals so quickly? Raphael laughed. Was that all? My scar? When you left the foyer, your feet didn't leave marks in the dust. Then I knew. It wasn't your brother who went in there looking for monsters and never came out, was it? Clary said, realizing. It was you.
Oh.
So, they're kind of monologuing between each other. But I think Raphael's stalling. He knows Jace likes to talk. And he's kind of like strutting. So I think he's stalling for time.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Raphael's a vampire. And at this point, we don't know how old he is. But we can assume he's older than he looks.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right? So, like, Jace is still a 16-year-old kid. And it's painfully easy to read a 16-year-old arrogant little twit. It's the third time I've called him a twit. I mean, it's easy to read. So, like, anyone with even just a couple of years on him is going to be able to be like, oh, I can see exactly what this guy is going to do.
Chat, you know?
Yeah.
This is what my kid did last night because she didn't want to go to bed. She kept pretending to be interested in what I was doing and asking me lots of questions.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, dude, you're stalling. Go to bed. Get out of here.
How long did it take you to realize it?
After, like, one
Longer than it
question,
should have.
and I answered, and then she asked a follow-up question. I'm like, no, you don't care. Get out of here. Go feed your cats. Go to bed. Vampires encircle them, which is what I think Raphael was stalling for.
And maybe they heard the scream?
No, the scream was
Planned.
But, like, how did they know to come that way? Maybe they could just feel it?
I think that it's kind of like a fire drill. Like, this is a planned place.
Oh,
This is where we're going to go. So it's like, this is, like, they've practiced or talked about. Like, if anybody ever trespass, this is what we're going to do.
Them. Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, Raphael, I think what happened is Raphael saw them coming. And he was like, hey, bros.
Yeah, watch for me.
This is what's going to happen.
Okay.
If they get in, we're going to go here.
So my theory is yes. All of those things, yes. And the reason why the staircase is that one staircase is left untouched or whatever, I think is for if humans wander in, they're fair game because they came into their lair. Because you're not allowed to kill humans unless they encroach upon your territory. So that's a way to like, okay, well, humans are dumb.
Okay.
If they're going to come in, like they can't go in any which way. They're only going to be able to go up the one way. And so it'll be easier to just pick them off and just like, it's like a trap, like they laying a trap. But like, obviously this is a little bit more intricate because Raphael came down to, you know.
Because he could probably tell they were Shadowhunters from.
Yeah.
Because Jace is wearing cargo shorts.
Yes, and a utility belt.
Now they're shorts.
I don't know. It's
now
I realize now.
summer.
He's like one of the wild thornberries.
He may have zipped off the bottom half and turned them into shorts.
They were his party pants.
It's 2006, dude. He totally was wearing those pants.
I had a pair of those pants.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Sorry.
Sometimes
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you're friends with that.
I wasn't always this cool and fashion forward.
Holy moly.
So for once, Jace takes... Sorry. How dare you?
We tried.
So for once, Jace takes Clary's instruction and takes Raphael as a hostage. His blade is pressed against his back. Clary tells the crowd to stop their advances.
We got you where we want ya.
Yeah. You stop your advances. And the boy from Magnus's party tells them to listen because they're Shadowhunters.
So maybe they didn't know. Maybe he was going to help them inside because he thought they were Mundies and he wanted to drink their blood.
Maybe.
Or
maybe he just didn't tell them they were Shadowhunters.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think that.
there's a million of...
Yeah.
There's a million what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I played this scene like this. Hey guys, don't come any further. Yeah, stop. There's Shadowhunters. That's what they sounded like.
Good
Just
job.
like that?
Just like that. A lady vampire comes out and proposes that they kill them as they have broken their covenant by trespassing. And all I can think of is Voldemort. Kill the spare.
Jeez, Louise, you're getting a lot of this tonight.
I just dropped the box. Was that a good Voldemort voice? Kill the spare.
Yeah.
Thanks. Praise me. I need it. What?
I'm really disappointed in myself.
Why?
I missed a joke that I had planned in my head
Aww.
about when they put the hand on the church door, and I was like, yeah, but it's not parcel tongue. But like, I didn't say it, and now
you suck.
I'm disappointed in
You can
myself.
put it in there.
Whatever.
No, I don't want to cheapen it.
Okay. Jace demands to speak to the manager. Karen demands to speak to... Karen demands to speak to the manager. No. Jace demands to speak to their leader, and they tell him that she's in Idris and that Raphael is leading in her abstinence.
Wait.
In her abstinence? Abstinence is the only way to be is the only 100% effective birth control, kids.
Okay, I don't like you ever.
What did I do? You're the one that
You
said
made
it.
him lose his focus. Okay.
Okay, I have a super sidebar, since we're already sidebarring here. Wouldn't it be friggin' cool, for a little while at least, to always be one age?
Yeah.
Like, this Raphael sounds like a kid. They called him a boy. He was called a boy. Like, maybe he's like 19.
No.
That would be kind of cool for a little while.
Like, if to be Magnus and be 19, yes.
Okay, that's... Yeah.
But
I
we
don't
don't
know.
get it. Raphael's younger. Like, a lot younger.
Oh, okay. After all the partying that I
like,
did,
too
though,
young to even pass for maybe adult.
He can't
but
go
he's
by beer.
the leader of
No.
the pack.
I know, but he was changed when he was like 14. So he's like 14 forever.
So, but, okay.
They don't grow.
No.
more.
But how is he, okay. But he matures more?
Well, you
Mentally.
age. You
Okay,
just your
okay,
physical
sure.
form doesn't age.
So like if
Okay, well, let's say...
William got bit by a vampire, he would be 3 forever.
It's sad. Don't...
With
no.
the mentality, because vampires are real, Amanda.
You're beckoning them to come into your house and bite.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Here, just for you.
Thank you.
Knock on wood.
I'll bring you a garlic braid and some salt.
Oh, she probably would make salsa. Do it.
Don't invite the UPS guy. She would make salsa out of it.
I've been asking her to do it over here so she can show me.
Dude, you just flopped. Like your arms went out.
Because what I said was ridiculous. Anyway, like, okay, let's say the boy that stole Rat Simon. He was at the party, okay? He's having a good time for life. Drinking Bloody Marys and just like,
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
If I got turned into a vampire, okay, this is a question. This is a legitimate topic. This
Okay.
is not too much of a sidebar.
Okay,
You're good.
great.
Okay.
Okay, if I got turned into a vampire,
Yes.
would you guys want to get turned into vampires too?
No, I'm sorry, I love you, but I want to be with my kids and
I mean,
Okay.
Andy.
Let's pretend we were all really good friends at like 19.
yes.
And I got turned into a vampire
Yes.
at 19.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
I would want to live forever. I would want to be a vampire. I don't care. I would
It
live
was
a
before
fabulous
you like
life.
met Andy and
Right. I only met him a few years later. Dude, I did everything too early in life. Yes, I would want to party. Like I was just saying, I think it would be super fun. Because although I'm so happy, obviously, I'm in my 30s. I have everything I've ever wanted. Dude, no regrets back then.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
could party all night long and show up at work and just kind of like, eh.
we can party in our 40s though.
That's true.
I can't party. I'm in my 30s and I can't party, man.
We will go on a cruise someday, and our kids will go, and we will party. Maybe just the 3 of us.
I'm not.
No.
I've done a cruise.
Okay.
It's not that fun.
The drinks aren't free, dude.
That's a good point.
Well, I mean, if you buy the drink package, they are, but they're not all that strong, and it's crowded, and there's not, like, there's stuff to do if you want to be social, which I don't want to.
I just was
be
thinking
social
we'd
with
be
other people.
isolated, but I guess we could be isolated, like, in the casino in,
Uh-huh.
like, 2 hours from here.
Like, super cheap. Yeah. Rent a beach house.
Yes.
We will.
Yes.
That's a really good idea. We should
should be
do
a
that one
Patreon level.
weekend. Yes.
We will Golden Girl,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and we will take the bus, probably, out to,
Spirit Mountain.
and we'll stay at
Although
the
I think
casino.
Chinook Winds is better.
We'll stay at the
personally.
casino. We'll have some drinks. That'll be good. Okay, that was too much of a sidebar.
Sorry, yeah,
but
that
the
was.
vampire thing was.
Yeah, I just think it would be super. And obviously, I think after a while, kind of like, I don't know if you guys have watched it or finished it, The Good Place.
Yes, I did finish it.
Yeah, so good. They kind of talk about forever is forever. And like, eventually you're just kind of like, you know, so for a while, I think it would be a great time. I would not want that forever. It also sounds very dark. I would not want to live in trash. So,
Well, no.
a dark life like that would be hard. What are the other ones that live
Vampire
forever?
would be hard. Vampire would be hard just because you can only go out at night, and that sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
So,
But then again, I couldn't turn you in. If I was a half demon warlock, I couldn't turn you into a warlock, and then I'd have to watch everybody die.
yeah,
And I wouldn't be into that.
yeah. I'd get over it. Because you'd have magic, and that would be cool.
Right.
That would be hard. I agree. Watching everyone you love die.
Yeah. It'd be a very melancholy life. With some really, like, wicked cool shit.
Because see, if you're a vampire, you're hanging out with other vampires all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, your vampire husband, spouse, wife, significant other, whatever, could also be a vampire. You could just live together. So friends could be vampires.
I think the defining factor would be, what are the parameters of the vampirism? Like, is it you can only go out at night, you can't be in the sun or whatever? Because there's certain, like, I'm reading a book right now called A Discovery of Witches, where there's witches, vampires, and demons, but demons aren't how we think of demons. They're basically humans that have, like, this changed DNA or whatever, and they're genius and madness. So it's like a lot of, like, philosophers and artists and stuff throughout history that were, like, genius were actually demons. And so, but vampires don't, like, they can go out in the day. It's a non-issue. Like,
Okay.
I'm like, but if I was that kind of vampire, like, yeah, I'd be like, okay. And there's this one vampire that's like 1,500 years old.
That's a lot of years.
And he was born in like 500. And I was like, and so, like, his library is huge, and he has, like, he was friends with Darwin and shit. Like, anyway, I'm like, that's cool. Like, I would totally want to be a vampire in that kind of scenario.
What do you do, though, with your life? Because clearly you couldn't hold down, like, a regular job.
Well, depending on how many decades you live, like, you play the stock market, you get enough money. Like,
That's true.
you don't really need a whole lot. So saving money would be easy. Stealing money would be easy. I mean, if you wanted to be a rogue vampire, just go up into the hills and... Oh, do I need to wrap it up? I'm laying out my evil plot, and I need to move on.
Your vampire plot.
I'm like, I just kill someone and live in their house.
When I am bitten, this is my plan.
Now you're monologuing.
I'm chasing.
Yes.
All right. I'm glad to know we're all going to be vampires together. And someday we might have a beach trip
Yes.
in mind.
I would love to be an old lady vampire, though.
Like if you got bitten at 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just cross stitch all day. Not that that's not actually 60 is not that old.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Clary demands a trade. What? Clearly Clary.
No, it has nothing to do. It's just, you just jumped right back into
Well,
it.
because you were going to keep talking.
Go.
I feel so hurt to go.
Clary, I had such a good Clary, and you fucked me.
Sorry.
Up.
Sorry.
All right, I'm going to drink some Wawa.
Water. I know, I can't stop coughing. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Clary demands a trade, Simon for Raphael. But no one has seen a mundane or has any knowledge of taking anyone extra back from the party. Clary tells him that he must still be Rat Simon. And a vampire brings Rat Simon out, saying that he thought it was Zeke. Duh.
So if they do this for fun, don't you think they'd have a way of communicating with each other? Like, you would know that's not Zeke. No, when Zeke turns into a rat, he nibbles my third finger or something. I don't know.
That's your shorthand, your rat shorthand?
Maybe he's so drank that he's like, oh yeah, Zeke likes to get, like, crunked up and turn into a rat. Or maybe that he put the rat in his backpack.
Oh, that's my bag.
I think what Magnus said was correct. They stole the pet. They thought it would be funny. And now they're just trying to save face, just saying it's some random Zeke dude.
Right. Not to cause problems with, like, Raphael might get mad later. Like, why the hell did you do that? You brought these kids in here.
Yeah.
Right. Like, this is your fault. Like, because you're being dumb.
Yeah, you're just playing games.
If it wasn't for these meddling kids. Lily, who's Lady Vamp, by the way, demands Jace take an oath not to hurt Raphael in order for the exchange to take place. And she wants a proper oath. And she says, speak the oath, swear on the angel, say it all. And Jace says, okay, but you first. And I just wanted you to know, I tried. I just want you to know.
Thank you.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Don't
Sound like
woot.
Kip. What? I want you guys to know. I tried to research, Google, look up. Really, what reference she's talking about is the oath.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I could find is like a marriage oath and a parabatai oath. So I really want to know, because obviously she knows.
It's the oath. It's the oath of the angel, like swearing on the angel.
So
They have to do it.
So it's like saying, "Cross my heart, swear to die, stick a needle in my eye."
But because Shadowhunters are they're honor bound. So, them saying "I swear on the angel" is like, I'm giving you my word as an honorable Shadowhunter because I'm better than everybody else, and I have to do it. Like that's like, because they perceive themselves as the highest of the high of everybody. The hierarchy is them at the top. They're the caste system. Like they're the fucking king and queen or whatever.
I just thought there were exact words that you would repeat.
That's kind of what I was thinking
Like,
too.
Yeah, like
I, Kristen, take you, Jace, to swear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, Razio.
That was good.
I think it's just them giving their word on something, which is not
Pinky.
something you can.
Promise.
Pinky promise.
Yes.
Okay, well, you ruined it for me. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
thanks.
Well, maybe you need to make it up and put it in the wiki.
I just made it up, obviously. Did you not hear that?
Yeah, so just write that down now. Sorry,
I feel
I'm your
really
scribe.
bad. I feel like I'm dashing all your hopes.
You pissed in my Cheerios.
I'm so what? How?
Dude, are they Honey Nut Cheerios?
Always.
Okay, good.
After all this time. Let me start this again. I don't want to say she. Lily defers to Raphael, who basically says no dice. And Jace gets desperate. Simon isn't under clave protection because he's in their lair. And they heard the rumor that Valentine is back. So the Accords won't mean shit soon and the Forced Peace will end.
Oh.
Clary's done with the BS and decides to take Simon on her own. Jace has to save her for her brave stupidity again by throwing holy water.
She is so dumb.
I'm
Again,
glad it's somebody else saying it.
she just thinks she's invincible. Like, I get it. Kristen's right there. I can reach out and grab her. But my God, like, so dangerous. Rat Kristen.
She even wearing a helmet. So dangerous.
What, is my mom showing?
It is.
All right, fine.
But it's okay.
Raphael attacks Jace, who is saved by none other than Rat Simon, who bites him. The vampires are then given the go-ahead to kill them all. The light from the Seraph blade wards them off, but not for long. Clary's forced to take out her dagger
From her backpack?
from her backpack.
Dude. It's torn, so at least she has easy access.
How did it not fall out?
Maybe it's just torn at the top. Why didn't he just
She
unzip
tucked it under her hoodie, unlike what she did with Simon.
She wanted him to have a cozy spot.
Maybe it's in a separate pocket.
Okay, really quickly on top of this. So this vampire at the party bumped into her. I'm sorry, I'm just now thinking of this. How did he rip it so quickly? Do vampires have like long nails or something he could have just kind of cut it with?
Yeah, they're coffin shaped.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm picturing, actually.
I mean, Nosferatu does. I have no idea about these vampires. I doubt. I feel like that's something that someone would have mentioned, but
Maybe he had a knife.
Because you'd think you would feel someone tearing it
he
open.
tore it with his needle teeth.
Like he has like a switchblade.
Okay.
And then he didn't just like, he bumped into it.
He
and then
didn't put it in his backpack.
Because
No.
he's a biker. He's a vampy biker.
Yeah, it was in his leather cut.
Yeah.
And then he bumped into her and he was like, oh, sorry. And like grabbed her shoulders. And then it was like, that was a knife, guys. He didn't fart.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for answering that.
So Clary's forced to take out her dagger and prepare to defend herself. But before she has a chance, the windows shatter and wolves come barring in.
Very
like
good.
a cat. Barging is probably what I meant to say, and I typoed it wrong.
The wolves come in.
Before she has a chance, the windows shatter and the wolves come barging in. Make a wolf noise.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. What
Crazy.
a chapter.
Yeah. There's
A lot of stupidity.
Uh-huh. Finally, action.
I'm back in a fight with Clary.
Yeah.
I can't handle it.
Come on, bro.
And Jace is... We needed more Alec in this episode. In this chapter.
I agree. I don't understand why you wouldn't want Jace by your side.
We needed an adult in the room. Clearly.
Yeah.
This is a bunch of children.
Maybe he would have recognized that Raphael was a vamp and he would have been like, no,
Yeah.
guys, don't fall for this. But either way, I mean, they would have needed to save Simon in some way.
Jace knew from outside, guys.
You know,
Or did he?
yeah.
Right.
Or is he just like, I knew all along.
So when she told Raphael that her friend was inside, you don't think he was like, no, you're wrong. There's no Mundy in there.
Maybe he thought it, but he can't say that.
Right.
He's already started to weave a tale of lies and deception.
And like I get the idea of like they couldn't really tell like Hodge and then like get the conclave involved because by the time they addressed it with like they would have killed Rat Simon and disposed because they wouldn't have wanted to get caught because at that point
Yeah.
they had kidnapped a mundane.
Jace does have a cell phone, though.
Mm-hmm.
So he should have just been like, hey, Alec, when you get back, you should call me and then we can meet up.
Uh-huh.
That's what you said, yeah.
Once you drop off Isabel, call me and we can go do
Because
this.
they had plenty of time.
He got to breakfast in 3 seconds.
Dude, really fast.
Boy knows how to hustle.
So he could have got there. Like a portal or something.
A portal or
Do you have a portal
something.
I can use?
I mean, why would you not ask? I don't blame her for that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Do you think he was a little offended?
Who, Magnus?
Yeah.
I think he was just like, bitch.
Don't be stupid. There's only 2 of those.
Maybe he wasn't offended because he knew better. Because he, destroyed her knowledge.
Right. I think it was less offended and more like eye roll, like, oh, child, you have so much to learn.
Okay. Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
It's late.
It's late.
It is late. Okay. Make sure that you've read chapter 15, High and Dry, for our episode next week.
For the butt.
The butt.
For the booty.
For behind-the-scenes content and the latest updates, check us out on Instagram at Downworlder Dish Podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.